Yes, these days I have been getting reviews. People have been sending me reviews uh, where they compare me to Tony Bennett and the great Sinatra, and nobody can beat Sinatra, and nobody can beat Tony Bennett. So I'm terribly flattered, but I certainly don't consider myself in that league. However, I do aspire to perform and entertain in that manner. So I'm happy that they're noticing that that's what I'm aiming towards. I come from a world where that was the kind of music I grew up with. My parents loved that kind of music. My family loved that kind of music, and I grew up loving that kind of music too, and that kind of performing, performing with your eyes open. What a concept! Singing to someone. What a concept. These days I look at MTV and I look at VH1 and I see the performers on the various talk shows and late shows, and they close their eyes and just, oh, they're having a wonderful time. They're having a very lovely moment with themselves, but they're leaving me in the dust. Oh, there's a handful of them that actually do it right, and at least in my humble way of thinking. K.D. Lang does it right. Melissa Etheridge does it right. There's a couple of guys that do it right too. Sting, as you know, I love his work. But there's just a handful of us that really care to communicate with the audience. It seems that the Bennetts and the Tony and the Sinatras and those greats cared about communicating to an audience or to someone. But these days, when I watch TV or I listen to the radio, it seems that the artists are much more concerned with showing us how many notes they can fit into a bar of music or how great they are. And they are. Some of them are really great, but it kind of leaves me cold. So I'm glad that people are seeing that what I aspire to is to connect with my audience.